Hello everyone, Forever Mr. 11 here. I am making a video for you today to show you two things. One, how to level quickly once you get to ultimate difficulty, and two, to show you a build that I believe to be a god tier build. Basically, what that means, it's, in my opinion, what I believe to be one of the best builds in the game. Now, there are thousands of variations of builds you can make, so when I say one of the god tier builds, I really do mean that. There could be hundreds and hundreds of them. But this is one I found a lot of joy in. I thought it was just a whole lot of fun. It also has great survivability. It's got kiting capabilities, a lot of stunning and freezing of characters. So it's good for endgame, good for new players, good all around. So with that being said, let's go ahead and jump right in. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to be deleting this character Gambit that I made. He's a Vindicator, and that's exactly what we're making is a Vindicator. So I do like this character. I ran a few tests with him before I made this video, and the reason I'm deleting him is because I want to show you guys what it's like from the beginning. So I'm even going to forfeit all of his gear to give you guys a full experience. So first thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and delete him. Oh, this is going to be painful. Oh, that hurt. Not going to lie. Okay, so let's go ahead and recreate him. Gambit. Male. We're going to go veteran difficulty. Alright, there he is. Looks a heck of a lot different. Okay, so next thing we're going to do is, as I promised, I'm going to show you guys how to level very quickly once you have ultimate difficulty unlocked. So this is going to be a multiple part series of videos. This is part 1 today. I welcome you to subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned, watch the build evolve, and also watch how fast we can level in this game if it's done the right way. So, that being said, I'm going to go ahead and go over to Crucible. Map, I don't really care, I'm going to leave it at random. Let's just get surprised here. And difficulty-wise, Aspirin should be sufficient. It is pretty difficult when you don't have any equipment. And let's just jump right in. Okay, so this is actually one of my more favorite maps. It's got a good point up here where you can defend pretty well on all areas, so this will be good for a ranged build, which is exactly what we are making. First thing I want to do is loot this body right here. It's going to give me some tonics of mending and some elixirs of spirit, so let's go ahead and pop these right over here. Okay, and as you can see, my character is very bare. I have 250 silver. It's not going to get me very far.
Greetings,
so what we want to do is we want to talk to Lokar here, advise him that we are ready to begin.
Still unproven.
And now I'm going to do something that you guys probably did not expect. I'm going to run all the way over here and go straight into this poison here. Now this poison does kill you, as well as the mobs, and that's what we're hoping for. There's a reason behind all of this, and you will see that here shortly. Okay, so as you can see, without any effort, I've gained a level. On top of that, I'm going to be gaining some gear. So he basically is telling me I'm pathetic. Yes, we know, we know, we know. Let's see here. I don't know why these tooltips are on. Let's see if we can get rid of those. Where's that at? Tutorial tips. Yes, we do not need those. I play this game enough where that's not something I want to see. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and check these chests, get as much loot as I can. Let's hope for a green, just a bunch of yellows. Okay, well, we're going to have to make do with that. So let's head on back. So we got our level, we got a bunch of gear. Let's see what we got here. I'm going to go talk to this vendor here. Let's see here, we got a shield that is definitely better, so let's go ahead and drop that. Two-handed sword, don't need. Club, sure, why not. And a pair of pants. Okay. Alright, so this build requires guns, so we're going to need to pick up a few guns here to get us rolling. So these guns are fairly inexpensive. There's a little bit more expensive ones here, $5.90. We have $10.60. So let's see here. We want to get something decent. That's a little expensive. I want to make sure we could afford 2 of them as well. So this one, yeah, we'll take a gray one. Toss that on. Let's go ahead and sell this. Get us some more money. We'll take this one. Its fire damage is always good. This build's going to use lightning damage, fire damage, cold damage. So that's kind of what we're looking for in weapons. Can we afford this one? 349? No, we cannot. So let's... I think I sold my gun. Let's buy back. Okay, let's put this over here. Oh, I can't dual wield. That's the problem. Let's sell that shield. We don't need it. Okay, so I cannot dual wield. So the first thing I'm going to do is show you guys what we're going to do for our spec. So the first thing we're going to do is select our class, which in this case we're going Inquisitor. We're going to put 1 point down here at the bottom, and we're going to put 1 point in range expertise. Now as you can see, this is a ranged weapon bonus that enables us to dual wield, and that's exactly what we want. Now a lot of people want to stack points in abilities. I believe that to be extremely ineffective. It's better, in my opinion, to have more abilities to start the game than to have one ability very powerful. So we're going to put 1 point here. We're just going to go down here at the bottom, and we're going to add another point. Okay, moving right along. We are going to now equip our weapon. So we have now dual wielding weapons. Now we're missing a helm, shoulders, and waistband. Any gear is going to be helpful, and it'll help us kill things quicker, which in turn, killing things quicker in turn helps us level quicker, and that's what it's all about. So we're going to keep it cheap here, and we're going to go for a regular helmet. And shoulder pads, I don't see any, unless I'm blind. I don't see any for us. Okay, not a problem. Belts. Here's a cheapie. Okay, and can we afford any rings? That would be nice if we can. Ooh, just under. That's unfortunate. I was really hoping we could pick up a ring. Okay, so it looks like that's all we're going to be able to afford at the current time. So let's go ahead and X out of here. We're going to talk to Lokar again, advise him we'd like to take on the Crucible yet again. Yes, proceed. Reset to the beginning. And now we're going to tell him let's get it started, and let's start doing some damage. So I am ready to begin. Going to go ahead and keep my distance from these guys. Okay, some over here. I'm sure there's more up here. Oh, look. Got some speedsters coming my way. Okay, I've got some range. Oh, ow. Let's head over here. Whoa. I tell you, I do not like these.
That was disappointing.
Okay, we got them taken care of. Oh, here we go. These eyeballs are terrible. This is probably the hardest level out of all of them, not gonna lie. These eyeballs, I tell ya. Okay, round 5. Let's see what we got. It's just so amazing. Those eyeballs are round 4, and you can see just how much more difficult they were compared to what we're dealing with right now. So I don't understand the reasoning behind that, but maybe it's just a weakness I have. They're ethereal eyeballs, so I I think I have 0 ethereal resistance right now, so it's probably why they hurt so much. Now, I'm sure most of you are watching me right now and wondering, okay, well, I thought you were going to level quickly. You're level 2. Just sit tight. You guys will see what we're going to be doing here. If you watched my other video, the initial strategy guide, you guys will see, well, you guys already know what's coming, but, so I don't want to spoil it though, so let's go ahead and just continue on. So I'm not really too concerned about these guys. I am concerned about the ones behind them. Those cool guys are just the worst. I don't think it even matters what kind of character you make.
That was unusual.
Whether your character is range or melee, these guys are the worst. They just slow down your attacks and make it very hard for you to kill things quickly at all. One thing you guys are probably looking at is in the top right corner, you'll see it says ×1, and then there's the score, it says 471. It's literally keeping track of my kills and my score, and the higher the score, the better the loot. So the faster you kill things, the better, but for the sake of this video, I'm not rushing. I just want to make sure you guys get a full feel for everything. I mean, once we're higher levels, we can do a real crucible and hit it hard, and you guys will see what kind of loot we can get. On other characters, I've gotten a ton of legendary gear, so... Oh man, these guys are terrible. So it looks like we got a few more rounds. While I'm doing this, I just want to talk to you guys a little bit. If there's anything you guys want to see in this, in my channel, just go ahead and let me know. Just type in the comments. You guys want to see different type of videos. I know a lot of secrets in this game. Those videos will be coming soon as well. If there's any questions you have regarding this build or what I'm doing, I'd be more than happy to answer those questions for you as well. You gotta forgive me on the sound too. Just experimenting with the mic and trying to see what works best. It sounds like the characters talking, such as Lokar making fun of me for killing slowly. Kind of takes over my voice, but it's probably something I could fix in the future. Yeah, we're at level 10, so big boy's coming behind me.
The one before you tried that too. I still haven't found all her pieces.
And there he is. Can I get him before time runs out? I don't think so. Oh, I did. Nice. So that gave me a few bonus points. Hopefully it'll help us out with gear. So I finished the 10th round. That's what we're seeing up here in the right corner. Current wave is 10. ×5 is what I'm at. ×10 is the max, and that's the best. If you get ×10, you get 10 points per kill. Can really increase the score. I mean, you can get in the millions in the score and get some really, really good loot out of it. So let's go ahead and talk to him.
Well,
if I hit Let's Begin, it's going to push me to the, wave 11 and up, and I could barely handle that. So I'm going to go ahead and stop here and collect my reward, and hopefully get some additional gear. Now, one of the other things that you'll notice is I just got 6 levels out of nowhere. Just 6 levels right off the bat. And that's what I was trying to tell everybody here is this is extremely effective for getting started. I mean, 8 levels in just a matter of a few minutes. I think it is well worth doing the Crucible to start your character out. Okay, let's just open everything up. This will probably be the last time I leave my filter off.
My inventory is full.
Okay, full inventory. Let's go sell some stuff and come back. I'm just gonna trash all of this other stuff that I don't need. Two-handed mace, don't need that either. Oh, look at that, a gun. 114 cunning. So, something with your main stats here, physique, cunning, spirit. Do not put points in them unless you need them. Otherwise, I mean, you're always good to go with physique. Cunning and spirit are good, but only if you need them for your gear in the beginning. Later down the road, you're going to need a lot more to wear certain pieces of gear. So you don't even feel obligated to utilize all these points all at once. You can use them little by little over time. So let's see here. I got a nice set of gloves. So 5% cutting. I got 4 spirit defense. Kind of like the ones I got on a little better, to be honest. So let's go ahead and just sell those. Fire resistance, lightning resistance, not really doing a whole lot for me, but it is better than those other ones. So let's go ahead and swap those out and trash those. Physique, cunning, and oh yeah, that's nice. That is a lot of stats, and that's what we need early game. Let's see here. Fire helmet, that is really nice. Chest piece, I mean anything's better than what I got right now, to be honest. Spirit 101, wow, that's a lot of spirit. So before I continue with that, let's go pick up the rest of the stuff. Okay, so now I know I don't need any more white gear or yellow gear. So basically no commons or uncommons. I'm going to go ahead and pop up my loot filter by pushing O on the keyboard. I'm going to go ahead and remove common and remove magic. I do not need to see those anymore. It's going to be a waste of my time to pick them up after this. Okay. Fire damage, burn damage on the boots. Wow. Absolutely. Don't need those. Don't need melee weapons. We are going to be putting that gun on here in a second, and this chest piece. Health and physique, still not better than the cunning and health regen, in my opinion. Another nice helm, but nowhere near as nice as that. I mean, that is just all kinds of goodness right there. Okay, let's move this stuff around. Okay, chest piece. We got cunning and defensive ability. Oh, this is a tough one right here. Cunning is going to help us more, so I'm going to go ahead and swap that out and get that cunning. Okay, and pants. Oh, man. All these scorching gear. We got the scorching helm, the scorching pants. This is just a lot of good stuff here. This does not really do much for me, but it's better than just 3 armor, so we're going to throw that on. Okay. Now let's drop in here and look at our abilities. So, like I was saying before, it's extremely important to, in my opinion, of course, to not stack in one ability. So I can literally put all 9 points in here and just max this puppy out right here, and it'll be extremely powerful, but I don't believe that's going to best serve what we're trying to do with this character. So I'm going to go ahead and put a few points here. I'm now going to pick up Bursting Round. This is a ability where it periodically will shoot and it'll AoE all the mobs. So it's going to be extremely useful, and you'll see that once we get rolling a little bit further into the game. Okay, stats are always good, and as you can see here, every time we hit this button, we're getting additional stats. So I should have plenty of stats to put on all that gear without even allocating any of the stats that I've earned. So next thing I'm going to do here, I need a little protection, so Word of Renewal is fantastic for that. Of course, Deadly Aim. I mean, you can't have a ranged gunslinger without Deadly Aim. It is just way OP. I mean, look at that, 20% to all damage just in the first click. 100% chance of activating. It is just amazing. Okay, I do have 7 additional points here. And what we're going to do with those is continue on down this path. Our goal is to get over here. We want to get Vigor and we want to get Chilling Rounds. Chilling Rounds is a big part of this build, and it's going to really help things out. So let's just get down the road here. Okay, so we know that next 2 levels we should be able to get one of these, and I'm probably going to go Chilling Rounds. So there we are. Now let's look at the gear that we couldn't put on before. Now we can. So let's pop that on. Let's talk to him, sell this stuff. Pants, I need physique of 118, and this is why I said do not assign these points. Now I do need to get physique, so I'm going to add a couple points here and get that 118. So I'm at 122. I can now wear these pants. Perfect. And I have 39 extra. Wow, look at that. Let's see what else we can get here. Now, you guys are probably saying the same thing again. Man, this guy takes forever to get his gear up. It's extremely important. Doing this is going to be way more effective than just continuing to struggle killing mobs. Alright, so... Wow, look at those stats. Don't think we have a choice but to take that one. And we need a amulet here, but we don't have any amulets available, no problem. And lastly, I want to go look at the guns one more time, see if there's anything. Oh, look at that. We only have 511, so we do not have enough for any of these very nice guns. So, okay, let's make sure we got our abilities all assigned here. Word of renewal for a little protection. Okay, we are ready to rock. We're going to take on the Crucible again, is what we're going to be telling him. Yes, proceed. So we've done the Crucible one time. And for that, we've also gotten 3 tributes. So I can prove my devotion and give him 3 tributes. He will give me 1 devotion point. So if I'm going back in here, go to devotion tree. A lot of people do get confused by this. It's a very massive tree. I have mine pre-mapped, so I already know what I'm doing, and it's something that you guys should do as well. Or if you're playing along with me on this build, just kind of follow my lead, and you guys will see the reason for everything that I am doing. So first thing I'm going to do is get some offensive ability. And I'm doing this because early game offensive is more important than defensive, and that changes as you progress. Okay.
Greetings and welcome
I am
to
ready
my
to begin. Bring on the pain. Oh, we got some speedsters here. Oh wow, these guys do hurt. Pissed off somebody, look at that. Oh, I see. These guys regenerate from hitting me. Now you can see why I like this map so much. And there we go. AoE fire, I love it. Alright, bring it. So you can see the regular shots aren't doing a whole lot, but man, that fire burst, oof. Oh, here come the eyeballs.
That looked painful.
So what I'm doing now is just trying to get these guys out of the way, so I can kill those eyeballs, because they are driving me crazy. Oh boy, look at that. Give me a little fire here, guys. Come on, help me out.
I can't do that yet.
Now you see why the survivability with that word of renewal is really big right now. Those extra heals are really helping me out. Alright, big boys. Ow. Wasn't really called for, was it? One thing I have always wondered is, when I shoot the fire guys with fire spells, does it hurt them as much? Probably something I should look into. Okay, pop my heal. This big dog is not... Well, that takes care of him.
That skill's not ready.
And these guys aren't really hurting me a whole lot, but they do take a lot of damage, doing a lot of dodging and blocking on my shots. I mean, they got some matrix moves. They're dodging bullets, of course. Alright, what else we got over here? Oh, we got some archers. And the cold guys. These are the guys I warned you guys about, so try to stay away from them. If they hit you, they slow down your shots. It's not fun. And Lokar laughing at me, of course. Oh, that guy almost got me. Alright, let's blast these guys over here. Guess I'm sure not getting a lot of procs. I assure you this build is not that reliant on procs, but right now, it's not going as well as I had planned. Alright.
I can't do that yet.
There's the proc I was looking for. Just blew them up. Okay, round
I haven't seen such a sad display since Ulzuin's betrayal.
Well, thank you for that, Lokar. You're making me look real good. Don't think I'm gonna get him this time before time runs out. Alright, excellent. Now we just got another level. And
You've done well.
again, I'm
but
going
the
to tell him I'm going to
Crucible
click my
still has-
reward. And another level. So 2 more levels just like that.
You chose to end.
Okay, and of course I have my loot filter on, so we're not seeing any of those yellow ones. But look at 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 rare items. So let's head on back here and see what he gave us. He gave us Pierce, Bleeding, Health, Spirit, Regen, Chaos. Well, fire damage, burn damage is pretty good. But I think this one with the additional stats is going to do a little bit more for us. We don't need this two-handed ranged weapon. Physical damage, that's our main ability, so we'll go ahead and take that over the fire. This does not do a whole lot for us. I do not believe it's going to be worth putting that on. And this is really good for a necromancer. Fortunately, I am not a necromancer, so that's not going to help me either. Okay, well, let's look at our abilities before we decide to purchase any gear. We've now unlocked our second class. So we are going to go Shaman. Okay, before I do anything there, I'm going to look on this side. I got 6 points, so I'm going to put 3 there. Going to go ahead and grab Chilling Rounds. Like I was saying before, it's very, very good. Then I'm going to jump over here to Shaman. And what I want to do is boost my primary attack. So I'm going to put 1 point here and then 1 point into Savagery. So this is really good when you're shooting really quickly. It builds up the charges very fast. It gives you tons of increased damage. And it kind of goes into the build we're doing. As you can see here, lightning damage, bleeding damage. It's exactly up the alley that we're aiming for here. We got a little physical elemental here. Right here we got a little fire. And then cold, and there's a couple other ones out here that we're going to pick up, but I don't want to spoil it all. So, alright, let's go back over here and see what we can purchase and equip ourselves with. And this is all varying, so it won't always be the same as what I'm looking at here, so you might have a different selection. Okay, definitely nothing to write home about. Possibly some better weapons. So I see a 17 damage increase, a 20 damage increase, and a 19. So can we afford both? We can. Excellent. Let's put that one on, put that one on, and we are ready for action. So as you'll notice, I still have 6 points available here. I'm not putting them in yet. I want to wait and see. Obviously, if it gets difficult, I might throw a few points in physique. And, you know, I do like to keep physique at least even with cunning, so I'll drop 1 point in there. Give myself a little bonus to health. Okay, so that was our second round in the Crucible. And I'm going to prove my devotion. Okay, get a devotion point here. Now, our goal here, I'll just give you guys a little sneak peek. I'm trying to get up to here, okay? So I'd really like to get these arcane bombs. They're very good for AoE, especially in a ranged build, especially as fast as we're shooting these things are going to be rocking all the time. So, in order to get that, we need 6 greens and 4 blues. So I already know that up here, I'm going to be getting the dog here to get those 4 blues. And then down here, I'm going to be getting this eagle, and I'm going to be getting the quill. So to start out, let's go ahead with the offensive abilities, get ourselves a little bit more damage as well as crit. So we're going to drop a point in here. Okay. And I don't believe there's anything else to do. We got to assign savagery to our main attack. There we are.
You chose to end your suffering.
I wish to take on the Crucible yet again. So we're not only doing this for the quick levels, but we're also doing this for the quick devotion points. We are going to do the Crucible 5 total times. This is round number 3. So we do have this round and 2 more to go. And that's going to give us the 5 devotion points that are going to get us started. After the 5th time, it gets too expensive. It's not worth it to do for devotion points. And the levels become half a level per crucible, not really worth it there either. So we're going to stop after 5. Oh yeah, look at that.
Is this really the best you can do?
Now we're finally seeing some of the magic this build has to offer. It's probably not smart to trap myself in a corner. Yeah, I just love how it just goes nuts on the damage there. What's going on here? It's almost like they're afraid to come after me. Is it down there? Yep. Let's get these eyeballs out of the way. So now not only do we have our fire, what is it called again? It is the bursting round proc. We also have these eyepieces, that's for sure. But we have the chilling rounds proccing as well, and that's extremely effective. Whoa.
Pathetic.
Alright, we got that one down. Alright, not too worried about these guys. Word of advice is when you're fighting Crucible, or even when you're playing campaign in the story, always kill whatever does the most damage first, and then go after the ones that, you know, basically don't take as much damage, that don't hit you as hard. So in this case, these cold guys are terrible, and I'm just going to kite them a little bit. They are slow, so they're not hard to kite. Let's try to get these guys. Come on, guys, come out to play. We got them down. Okay, got somebody coming over here.
Is this really the best you can do?
Can't do that yet.
Okay, round 9. Just by those 2 shots there, I think you guys are seeing how effective this build can be. I mean, just the freezing, the sheer damage. Alright, big boy's coming that side, so we're gonna go this side. Hurt. Oh yeah, he's definitely gotten stronger. Wow. Looks like he killed his own guys. Oh wow, look at that. Man, he went from just a 1500 health to 5000, wow. Okay, so I need to keep him up here so I can see him clearly.
You're beginning to bore me, human.
Now, one thing I have noticed, whoa, is we get a lot more procs when we stand still and shoot. I don't know if that's just a mechanic of the game or what, but it seems to work. Down he goes. Okay, so we didn't get a level on that,
You've done
but
well, but
we did there. So still one level, not too shabby. Only one green. I mean, it's decent score, 1231. It's not bad for this level. Now, like I said, I have the loot filter on, so if you look, all that gear's still there. No need for it, though. I have everything I need already. Just got another green. It's going to be helpful, and see what else I can buy. Chance when hit. In a blink of an eye, hundreds of phantasmal blades encircle you. Oh, wow, that is really good. And it is worth it, in my opinion, to switch this out, so we're going to go ahead and do that. This ring requires player level 12. Looks like a casting ring, though, so I can't say that I'm going to be able to use that. Let's drop both of those. And now that we have 5,500, see what else they have to offer here. Any other good powered weapons, which is the most important thing for your character, is the weapon. Okay, this one is 1642. This is also an upgrade, so we're just going to go ahead and buy both of those. Do another swap. And just like that, we got upgraded. Now that we have 3,000 extra, let's just take a little look-see and see what else we can get. Looks like they got some amulets now. Elemental damage, pierce resistance, not a whole lot of there. That might be our best bet. Physique, cunning, spirit, and health regen. Still nothing great for this build. Actually, that's not too bad. So, we're gonna go for the stats. Oh, that is expensive. Let's just take the attack speed for now. Call it a day with that. And, wow, these rings are not cheap. Okay, well, that's probably the best we're going to do now. We did get another level, so let's see what else we can get here for that. Okay, so I have 3 points. I'd like to get another ability if I can. We are shooting for a Mog Drogon's Pact. This is, if you have a shaman at all, you're going to get this ability. It's one of the best abilities in the game. Gives you health regen, energy regen, additional damage, and it buffs your entire party as well in case you're doing any type of grouping. In this case, I'm going to go for the extra ability here, so I'm just going to go ahead and pick Vigor. Alright, excellent. So we got ourselves a little more protection. And we are going to go ahead with the extra 2 points. And I think it is important that we go down here, so let's go ahead and put 2 more into Shaman. Okay, and let's go ahead and talk to this gentleman over here. Say improve our devotion. Again, it only costs 3. So we have our 1 devotion point. Let's go right into the eagle here, 8% crit. Hopefully that's going to help us kill some stuff. And I'm going to drop another point in physique, just give us a little more protection.
you chose to end yours. Perhaps you will do.
Okay, let's reset. That was our 3rd time. We are going to go for a 4th now. Ready to begin. This should start to go a little bit faster with each round. see what else we got.
What a bloody display!
Alright, that was actually really good. We got a lot of the eyeballs out of the way. Those eyeballs are just so deadly. And they kind of follow you around too. Like with their... They can follow you behind things, even if you're like, you have a rock between you and them. So I always try to kill them as quickly as I can. Oh, these dudes. Haha, confused them. Oh boy.
That skill's not ready.
Alright, these guys gotta go. Okay, those guys are down. Let's get rid of these ones. Our favorite, the cold guys. Now let's go get these guys up here and head back down for these guys down here.
Impressive.
I can't do that yet.
Oh, that was a nice proc. This is nice. Now we're getting somewhere. Look at all these procs. Yeah. Alright, now let's get rid of all these guys before the boss gets to us. Oh wow, that hurt.
This battle bores me.
Oh wow, I think I just blew up that rock. Oh no, it hit the pillar, okay. I was gonna say, that's never happened before, that was a first. So he can shoot me over something, but I can't hit him over something. That's not fair.
That skill's not ready.
Come on, give me some procs, baby. Oh yeah, there we go. Alright, number 4 done, and there's another level. So as promised, we're getting a level per round.
You've done well.
Clicked our reward. Trying to speed things up. Okay, so that was actually a really good run. A lot of good greens there. Looks like we got a two-handed bow here, and we got a gun, which is an upgrade for the offhand, which appears to be stronger than the main hand, if equipped. So that means it's stronger. Okay. Don't really need any of this. I definitely don't need spirits, so sell all of that. So look at that, a ring. Vitality, Chaos, Health. Again, not really doing much for us, so we're going to drop that. Let's go to the weapons, see what he has to offer. Nothing of value for us, so let's look at armor. Oh, he does have some green gloves. Damage to undead health, defense, and pierce resistance. 5% chance of 2-second stun retaliation. It's a little pricey, we can't quite afford it, so we're going to let that slide. And looks like we got some ribbons coming up in our near future. Alright, so it does not look like they have much to offer us at an affordable price at least, so I'm going to go ahead and leave him alone, talk to my tribute guy, just like we've been doing. Again, 3 tributes. There we go. And let's complete our eagle. Now, in completing our eagle, it gave us 3 of our green, well, I guess they call them eldritch stones. So that gets us halfway to where we need to be to there. Okay, so another thing to note is now that we got that, we don't necessarily need this one, so we can remove that. So that's exactly what I'm going to go do. Oops, that's going to be... oh, it's going to be this guy over here. There we are. Let's go to devotion, and I want to reclaim this one, so I'm just going to go click on it to reclaim it, and now I have my point available right over here. So let's go to devotion, and we are going to take... well, we have 2 options here. I'm wondering if defense might help us a little bit more now. 20 physique. I do like the Aether resistance. That's going to be big against those eyeballs. Yeah, let's stick with the feather for now. See where that takes us. Plus we get, for completion, we get 3 purples and 3 greens. That is big. Okay. Okay, just for good spirit here, we'll drop a physique. And we have 3 more, so let's go over to Shaman, and just like that we have Mogdragon's Pact. Alright, that is outstanding. So now we have additional damage, health regen, and spirit regen. Okay, so let's do one more.
Perhaps you will do better this time.
This will be our final one.
Greetings, and welcome to my crucible. What a bloody display!
I can't do that yet.
Oh wow, big boys.
I can't do
Oh
that
man,
yet.
I don't know that I'm gonna survive this. I don't see that I have any pots. Did not realize that when I started this, so this could be trouble. Wonder if I could buy some. Nope. I think I successfully split up all the mobs by kiting them around. Oh, I sure could use a health pot right about now. Well, that helps.
I haven't seen such a sad display since Ulzuin's betrayal.
Alrighty, let's get these guys cleared up and tell you I'm on thin ice here with no pots. So word of advice, make sure you got pots. But if it wasn't for my word of renewal, I'd be really hurting right now.
That skill's not ready.
Oh, these guys really do want to surround me, don't they? Alright, we got them cleared up and
This battle bores me.
Not a whole lot of change in the health on this guy from last time to this time. I think it was only 1,000 health change, which is great. Especially since we got some upgrades. Guarantee if he hits me though, it's gonna hurt. That's kind of why I said this build is really good for beginners, because it's the kiting capabilities, the range, long range of course. And once the you get the chilling rounds leveled up, I mean it really does a lot of good stunning and cold. It's pretty good. Alright, and we got him, and there you have it, level 13.
You've done well, but the crew...
Okay, with that I got my 3 tributes. With my devotion, we are now at the final 3, so if you were to do one more crucible and then come back to this, it would cost 5 tributes. At that point it's just simply not worth it. It's going to take you 2 rounds just to get 1 devotion point. You're way better off going and playing the campaign and getting your getting the devotion shrines. So let's see what he's got to offer here. Hoping we can get an epic, but so far we have not gotten one. Okay, still a bunch of good rares. We'll take that. Okay, lightning electrocute. That is very nice. We are going to definitely put that on. That's exactly the way our build's going. Finally get a good pair of gloves that just completely demolish those gloves, and then 3 melee weapons, because we need those, right? Okay, so a good amulet here. Throw that on. Okay, let's get rid of all this stuff we don't need. Take one more look at the vendor. Acid, poison, definitely don't need any of that. We do have 13,000, so we might be able to get something decent over here. Still nothing to write home about. Oh, look at that gun. That is a nice gun. $18.31 seems worth it. Let's go ahead and grab that. Drop that down there. Looks like that's the only upgrade we're gonna get. I hate to replace this one because the amount of stats it provides. So it's a trade-off too. If you look at this uncommon item, it gives me plus 6 damage per second over this gun here, but the difference in stats is just way too much to give up. Giving up 5 piercing damage, 15% total pierce damage, 10% damage to humans, 5 cunning, 10 offensive ability, and 8 defensive ability. It's way too much to give up just for a measly 6 damage. So I'm going to go ahead and hold on to that. And that's going to conclude the Crucible for us. So the next thing we're going to be doing is we're going to be heading into the campaign on normal mode. That will be on the next video that I will be making. So thank you again for watching this video. Like I said, this is going to be a journey. It's going to be multiple videos. And the next one will be us going after normal shrines to help us get our devotions up, so that way we can handle ultimate a little bit more easily. And once we get to ultimate, it will be really amazing how fast we get these levels and how much experience we get from these quests. So that being said, once again, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the content you've watched, please hit subscribe, give me a thumbs up on the video, and stay tuned for additional videos that are yet to come.